India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTS Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTS Survival School. What I'm here to show you today is a very simple weapon that you can make from the elements that you find around you, in a jungle particularly, and in a bamboo forest. If you find bamboo forest around you, there's a whole lot of things that you can do with bamboo. Bamboo is an adventurer's or survivalist's greatest friend. You can make fire out of it, you can make tinder out of it, you can make fuel out of it, you can make shelter out of it, you can carry water in it. There's a host of uses that you can put bamboo to. One thing that we're going to be seeing now is how to make a weapon with which you can hunt for your dinner. This is not for big game. You're not looking for deer or moose or things like that. This is for small animals. It could be squirrels, it could be rodents, mouse, certainly fish. And this is a close range weapon. It's not for distances, maybe about 10 feet, 12 feet maximum, the range for this particular weapon. And as you probably know, bamboo comes in sections, right? There are hollow sections. This is a piece of bamboo. This section is hollow, and on each end of the hollow section, you've got nodes. Now this forms a wall between two adjacent sections, as it were, of this bamboo. Now, this is a node, this is a node. For this particular weapon that we're making a spear gun actually. For this particular weapon, what we need is the section between the two nodes. So essentially what we have is a hollow pipe. Now what I've done is cut away from this length of bamboo. I've cut away this piece, right? Now this is a hollow piece. I don't know if you can see it. This is a hollow piece. Both the nodes at two ends have been cut away. And that's essentially your spear gun. And at the end of one end of this little piece, what I've done is put inner tube of a tire. You can put your slingshot band, you can put any kind of elastic. You can rip apart your bungee cord and take the elastic out of that and put it in a loop formation at the end. Tie it up with cordage, maybe use some duct tape so it doesn't come off. Essentially, this forms the gun. From another piece of bamboo, I've got a sliver out from which one is made an arrow. There's a pointy end, and then there's no fletching. Like I said, this is not a long distance weapon. It's a short distance weapon. There's no fletching. We could put fletching in it at the end to make it a little more stable and fly a little straighter. But this is an arrow that we've got from another sliver of bamboo. Now essentially what will happen is this arrow will go inside the hole of this pipe, which we had cut earlier, come out the other end, and using the loop that we have made with this tire inner tube, you put it in there and you pull it back, and when you release it, the arrow goes out. When you release it, the arrow will go out through this, and hopefully it'll go impale your target, and you have yourself dinner. So essentially, you put it in, get it to the end of the elastic tube out here, pinch it, pull it back, aim at your target, and shoot. That's all you need to do. And if your aim is right, if the target is close enough, it's not moving too much, and your aim is essentially right, this is going to impale into the animal, whatever the animal is, and you should have yourself dinner. You could make this a little more elaborate. You could have a barb in it, so in case it gets into the animal can't wriggle away and the barb gets stuck into it. Again, just keep that node of bamboo at one end with which you can carve out the barb. Instead of doing it this way, you could also place this on another length of bamboo, and like so. And you can have a trigger mechanism. That's a little more elaborate. Again, it doesn't take too much time, but it is a little more elaborate. This is simple, particularly if you're fishing. Just put it, like I said, put it against the elastic tubing, pull it back, aim at the target, and shoot. Let me see if I can do that, and if I can take it like so. And you should have yourself dinner. It can be made in about 5 minutes or so. And what is useful is to have a good knife. This is the knife I used to cut the length of bamboo. And then I have a folding saw with which one can make smaller pieces out of it. So carry the right tools and look around you. Be conscious of your environment. Find things that you can use to convert your time into a far more effective and fruitful one. And if you can manage to make weapons like these, you don't need to carry stuff all the way from home into the wilderness. That reduces the weight that you carry on your back, and you can adapt, you can innovate, you can improvise, and you can have a very healthy life. I'll see you next time on another video, on another tip on wilderness survival. Cheers. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTS Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.